Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. Today, Jack Roeser, our founder, and myself have Sarah Gough with us from American Majority. And during the break, we were talking about private schools versus our taxpayer-funded public schools. Sarah, what were you saying over the break?
You know, I think it's interesting how much these public schools cost us. And there is one school, not a grade school or a high school, but there's a college that really fights for liberty and really fights to protect our Constitution. It's a liberal arts school in Michigan called Hillsdale College. And Hillsdale does not accept a penny of government money. And they're able to do all that they do, and they're so successful without touching taxpayers' dollars.
Freedom!
Yes.
So what makes them so successful? What's their secret behind that? And how do we translate that into Americanism and teaching Americans to do the same thing? How do we duplicate that?
Hillsdale really focuses on Greco-Roman Judeo-Christian principles. We definitely need to learn from our past, and we need to understand.
What made America great? Those few little keys that made
Can I get a
America
quote
great?
in?
Yes.
I want to pick up on what you just said, because it's exactly true. You know, Obama our so-called president, doesn't believe in, you know, that we're different or anything. But our second president, John Adams, said, "We've given you a constitution for a moral and religious people, and it's suitable for the governance of none other."
Yes.
I'll take it one step further. If you have citizens that are free and informed, you release the individual's initiative.
Yes.
And it is the initiative of the individual that has made this thing great, not a bunch of socialist apparatchiks like Obama's trying to use to run this country.
Well,
Free people.
Well, speaking of Constitution, this past semester, Hillsdale College had offered a free online Constitution course. And it went over so well. I truly hope that they continue to do that.
Well, it goes back to our founding papers. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Our Creator gives us free will. And we have values, and if you stick to your values, you don't have to question. You have a free will, but if you go intrinsically to values, going back to what you were saying, our Judeo-Christian and our Roman Greco values, it's that work ethic, it's the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments, they're easy, they make sense.
It's even deeper than that. I wondered when Justice Thomas was elected to the Supreme Court, he talked about natural law.
Natural law.
And that's not Catholic, it's not Protestant, it's not Jewish. It's natural law.
Natural law.
And natural law developed alongside our very own physical and mental structures. Man and woman, take the men, they were stronger and above. Well, women got stronger above here because they learned how to handle these cavemen to this day.
There was another conversation we had before the show started, but I digress. Go ahead, Jack. What were you saying?
Yeah, well, but the natural law, it doesn't have to be Catholic law. It doesn't have to be explicitly Christian law, although I know a lot of people, and I'm a Catholic myself and proud of it, but undergirding all of that is a natural law that developed with our very beings. There's a natural way we work best together. And certainly one of the big, broadest things of all, ignored by this administration, and at the basis of the wrongness of Obama with his government the hospitalization plan, is the family. Is the thing that has evolved through time as the best way for citizens to live in the best social unit of all is the family. And religion and natural law have developed alongside the family. And as we get further away from that, which really was the founding principles of our country, when we get away from that, we get in trouble. There isn't a record of any socialist country that's doing any good.
Well, look at
this is a rotten, failed system that the President of the United States is following and stuffing all these bureaucrats down our throat. It's a wrong way to go.
But look at the war on poverty. And clearly that war on poverty was when Obama was a very young boy at 4.
Yes.
His mother was, let's face it, she would have had him out of wedlock.
He was brought up through his whole life
Through
by institutions
Yes.
Other than his family. He had a
Yes.
crummy family by their own admission.
Well, the solution isn't giving government more power to control families. The solution
Exactly.
is for us to actually stand up for our rights, for our liberty, to get involved. Actually,
Wish I'd said that.
there's an amazing father of 2, actually graduated from Hillsdale College that I believe will be on your show and possibly has been on your show already. Tom Morrison. He graduated from Hillsdale College. He saw a need in his community.
Yep.
And he stepped up to the plate.
He stepped up to the plate
and
in a big way.
He put his boots
A successful
on the ground.
small businessman.
A success.
Yes.
He is living liberty. He is living liberty because he stepped up, ran for office,
Yes.
won, put boots on the ground, walked more precincts.
What was that? Is it
Mike-
the 54th?
54 in
54th.
Palatine.
Well, one of the reasons why the family and church and Christians have been under such attack over the years is because both of them are what breed independence. Socialism, in order to work, requires dependence upon government.
Dependence upon government. And we have bureaucratic socialism in place right now, with bailing out banks and everything. But we need to do better. And Sarah, 2 thoughts before we go to break. Give me 2 thoughts to do better.
We need to find people to run for office.
Anybody?
Especially Republican
Conservatives.
committeemen,
We need conservatives to run for every level of government.
every level.